Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 1 spot. And for Chicago, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Young out there with Williams, and it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, Steve, you look around the league, a couple teams already. For the Bulls, Daniel Tice is checked in for Vucevic. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Satoransky subbed in for Williams. Here's Red Hot. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Hangs home the trifecta.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside White. And White with the stuff.
Kobe White with the impressive ball handling skills lets him drive it right in there.
And that one is hammered home.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Levine. Griffin with some nice D.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And it's Brown missing.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
The Bulls have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for the Bulls. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
59 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Satoransky out to White. 3-pointer. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Red Hot, and the layup's good off the glass. Red Hot's got 6.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Outside White. Up top Markkanen. Back to White. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He's got 16.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
And it's blocked.
And for Markkanen, contesting shots is not about explosive athleticism. It's about being in the right position and timing it right.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in. White up top. The teardrop falls in.
Kobe White can be a prolific scorer, especially when in rhythm, like tonight.
Here's Red Hot. Passes it to Brown. Here's Red Hot. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
Coaches always talk about closing quarters strong. Can't do it much better than that.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Bulls out front. They're up by 4. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And recently, we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and he pointed out what he sees.
You know, we should have energy, and we should be out playing the other team, like I said. Just
Craig trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Bulls, they've got Thomas Sadoransky, Daniel Tice out there with Markkanen. Then it's White, and it's Aminu in at the 3. Nets trail by 6. Throws it up high. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Dinwiddie against Sadoransky. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Timeout called, the Nets. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one.
Here's Red Hot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Lauri Markkanen. The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Red Hot.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
White with it, now guarded by Red Hot. Markkanen dishes to White. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Bean passes to Markkanen. 24 seconds left in the first half. And it's White missing.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
No good from Red Hot. Levine wide open. A 3-pointer is right on target. Levine's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Bulls. Here's Brown. That one's good from the corner.
That's the pass you want, orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a run. Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Daniel Tice is checked in for Vucevic. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Young. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Williams. And Sadoransky subbed in for White. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Red Hot. Brown out there with Griffin. Then it's Green, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. That cuts the lead to single digits. 16 points for Red Hot.
You know, Blake Griffin, he gives you a little bit of everything offensively. Terrific court awareness.
Sadoransky, the pass to Levine. Back to Sadoransky. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 6 assists in the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut back down to 8 points. They needed that one from Dinwiddie. Here's Sadoransky. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Good drive. For a big point guard, Sadoransky has a surprisingly quick first step.
Down low, here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Levine deciding where to go with it. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Red Hot.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
With good size, vision, and ability to pass the ball, Sakuragi can make some sweet dishes.
Here's Red Hot. Sakuragi covering. Here's Red Hot. That's a great dunk!
Freakish,
Yes.
athletically.
Unbelievable play.
Wow.
You might get in trouble if you blow that. He nailed it.
He did, didn't he? It's worth the risk when the payoff is so good.
At least on an...
Oh, what a play!
Watch it! An explosive, high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
Here's Red Hot. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Bulls lead by 7. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Williams at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Red Hot, guarded by Levine. And here's Harris from the arc. Sinks the triple.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for Chicago. They've led by as many as 14 points. Aldridge against Markkanen. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
Here's Red Hot, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
A free throw good from Red Hot. Chicago making some changes. Vucevic comes in for Markkanen, and it's Young in for Daniel Tice. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Harden's checked in. And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
A moment here now for an injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on DeAndre Jordan. David?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for the Nets was able to update me on the situation. He confirms that it is a sprained ankle, and as you'd expect, it's very swollen and it's causing him a lot of discomfort. It's unfortunate timing all around for them. Of course, they will need to band together while he's out. We'll see how they respond. Kevin?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
Man, did they need those points, and I bet he's the guy that continues to go for it.
He will use his size, his skills, and his shooting ability to go get this win.
Such a wide open look. Levine's got 26 points.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Chicago calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.